Good morning, Mr. Huggins. So understand that your lawyer is here because he wants me to set you a bond. I don't know. I don't know anything about you. I've never met you before. I know that you're going to tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, but really, what matters to me are two things. Number one, what are you charged with? Are you a dangerous person? And more importantly, most importantly, are you going to go back to the demanding jurisdiction? I have no idea. We have to get to know you in the short time now, 20 seconds, just to see who you are. So, Mr. Kim, tell me about it.
Yes, Judge. Defendant is wanted at East Baton Rouge Parish, Louisiana for a domestic abuse, battery, strangulation, or equivalent of impeding breath. State would be opposed to bond. Defendant is currently on deferred adjudication for aggravated robbery, where he was the driver and there was a firearm involved. During the aggravated robbery deferred, he picked up a misdemeanor possession of marijuana, which alone, that wouldn't be sufficient to bring up the court. But the fact that one of his conditions on his deferred adjudication was to not consume any marijuana, he violated said provisions, and then now he picks up a strangulation. The warrant was 10 days old when he.
So this case here, this is a new case.
Yes, Judge. It was issued out January 14th. And so because of the repeated violations, the offense being one of them, the state would be opposed to bond.
If I may, Your Honor.
Please.
Mr. Huggins has already retained counsel for the New Orleans case. Eric Hayes, I have been in communication with him. I think it's important for the court to know, as it relates to the allegations out of Baton Rouge, that it was actually the complaining witness mother who hired us to be here this morning on behalf of Mr. Huggins. I also think it's important for the court to know, even though it is triable facts for the Louisiana case, she also sent us over several videos. We're confident that he will appear in New Orleans because he's already retained counsel. We believe that he won't have a problem complying with all of the things that's been outlined here in Harris County, seeing that he does have strong ties to the community and he is employed. And because of that, Your Honor, we do believe that there are conditions that can be put in place if the court elects to give him a bond, such as an ankle monitor, to ensure that, one, the court knows where he is and that the community is safe. And then also he has already retained counsel, Mr. Eric Hayes, for that matter out in Baton Rouge. So I believe I have no reason to believe he won't answer to Baton Rouge, and I don't have any reason to believe he won't comport with the conditions here in Harris.
You're a dangerous person, man. How old is he? 22, 23?
Yes, Judge. And to add, for what it's worth, he already had a GPS ankle monitor as a condition of his deferred when the strangulation happened, or at least according to the conditions. And
Was he not supposed to go there too?
No, it's just one of the arguments made by counsel was to have a GPS monitor secure.
This is that, it's such a short time. He's picked up this case. He picked up, I guess, a weed case, and he's on probation for an aggravated robbery. I mean, really.
Full disclosure, there was a motion to adjudicate, but in the Brenham case that was dismissed. I don't have the files for the Brenham one, but I presume because the deferred was cured that they didn't pursue it. But he was only charged and it was later dismissed, but it was 2023. So obviously very recent.
Let me ask you this. Is he on bond for did they file a motion to adjudicate on the
aggravated robbery, but then that was dismissed on October 16th.
So he has no holds now, right?
Currently,
No,
yes, Judge.
And it was dismissed because the Brenham marijuana case was ultimately dismissed.
Yes.
I'm not comfortable giving you a bond now, Mr. Huggins. I think you're a dangerous person, man. You picked up that case over there. You're on probation for an aggravated robbery where there's a gun, and I don't know if there's shooting involved, but the good news is that it's only Louisiana. We have buses coming in and out probably 2 times a week to take people back because we have so many people from Louisiana here. So once you waive extradition, Monday, Tuesday, you'll be back in Louisiana. So he's not going to be sitting for not too long. I don't feel comfortable doing it, man. You scare me, dude. So you said he has waived, right?
Yes, Judge.
Sorry, counsel. But the good news is that he'll be back lickety split, in was it Lafayette?
It's East Baton Rouge,
East Baton Rouge.
Currently the aggravated robbery doesn't have a new MAJ based on the impeding or the strangulation, and so I can't speak for the trial bureau, but if they decide to revoke.
So Huggin, you got to understand, when you're on felony probation, something like that, you got to live with a halo on your head because you could be looking at 20 years, man. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.